we got a little bit of awesome news when it comes to DC, the animated movies. Today is the first The Killing Joke, based off the comic of the same name. I do not believe I have specifically read this comic. I've read a lot of others in the DC world, and we'll discuss the kind of hit and misses with the DC animated movies that have been coming out in recent years. So let's just get into this real quick. Let's get into The Killing Joke. Let's see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. It has to be good. Said to be one of the most controversial things that has come out in the DC ever, I believe. So let's just let's take a gander. Out of the fails, after the mediocrity that was Teen Titans vs. Justice League, I'm hoping this is great. With this trailer coming out, it signifies that I believe it should be released within a month. We do not know. They never tell us.
He's been in custody for 2 years.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
He'll confess.
He's insane. It's a mistake to think you know what he'll do.
Oh, yeah, baby. Dude, all right, Batgirl. Yeah. The old bat suit without the yellow. Good, good. The older style Joker. I'm loving it with some Gohan hair. Gordon, what's going on, Gordon?
All these years, and I don't know who he is any more than he knows who I am. Are you sure of that? What do you mean?
Ooh, old
I mean, don't underestimate him.
old Bruce. Is there supposed to be other sound effects in this? Because there's not. Or did they specifically take that out? The Red Hood? Alright, alright. They specifically take this out so that we can't get a good feel on what's going on? Because this is the trailer that I saw. Maybe I'll do another trailer. I assume with the music, they're cutting a lot of the stuff out. I do not know if Hamill's going to be the Joker. It sounds like Conroy is Batman, or close to it. So does Mark Hamill. Okay. Coming summer. Okay, I don't know how far we are from summer. That was a very weird trailer. I kind of was left with all the action audio and everything else in between taken out of it. I don't really know what to make of that. I really... Fuck, man. I wanted a good trailer, and I really what I got was a pile of shit. I like to see that we got the original Joker. Instead of the hair slicked back, though, we got some crazy Super Saiyan wannabe hair, which is not something I like. Actually, I really hate it. As a fan of the DC world animation, I'm going to be pretty critical. They're bringing back the original, like, the older Batman. Not a fan. They changed the Joker. Weird chin. Not a fan. Honestly, I thought that Batgirl looked really good. She kind of captured the older version. If anybody ever watched Batman, the animated series, Batgirl was always like that 16, 17-year-old, and it was just like, oh, great. And actually, I believe, no, she was more of 18 to 20-something because her and Bruce eventually ended up having a relationship, which is one of the reasons that caused a huge rift between Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson, the first and the best and the only Robin. Still, I believe that the writing really... If you ever watched Son of Batman and or Batman vs. Robin, two other animated DC films that came out last year and the beginning of this year, I believe, they really make Dick Grayson lower, as in not as experienced, not even experienced, he's not as skilled as Damian, which is Bruce Wayne's biological son. I would think with the traumatic situation that Dick went through in his life and the extensive training in years and years, even somebody trained by Ra's al Ghul at that age shouldn't be able to take over Dick Grayson. I always imagined a better Dick Grayson, specifically after the betrayal of Bruce Wayne. I wanted to see Dick. I don't want to see Dick. God damn it. I wanted to see Grayson a bigger, better, more badass guy. Instead, he's long 70s hippie bullshit hair, and he's a shitty character. They specifically wrote him bad to make others look good. I hate that writing. I think it's lazy, and I think it's a waste of our times. Case in point, the DC animated movies, let's get straight into that. Usually DC is the animation DC movies is the only thing that DC has over Marvel. Comics aside, fuck the comics because everybody's a fan. But when we get into live action, of course, the Marvel movies are better than the DC movies in the Hollywood and the live action. Great stuff. No doubt about it. And in fact, I think Civil War is going to be 8 times the movie that Beavis was. Beavis being B versus S, aka Batman versus Superman. And when it comes to the animation world, DC is always the best. It's always great. The only claim to fame that Marvel has in the animation world is the exclusive files, whatever it is, Black Widow and Punisher. That's it. Rise of the Technovore was a garbage movie, super anime filled, not what I wanted. And the only things I got to say, if you want a good DC animated movie, I strongly suggest you go check out Justice League War. Has, of course, Darkseid, the best villain, and it's one of the best incarnations of Darkseid. And, I mean, you can get Superman and Shazam versus Return of the Black Adam. Great as well. And then the recent movies, the recent stuff they had coming out. Son of Batman. Atrocious. Boring. Just weird. It's weird to see a 8-year-old, 10-year-old boy that can take on a heavyweight in the UFC. It's bullshit. I don't believe it. It's garbage. You can't do a pressure point if there's a 1/4 of an inch of muscle and you got little 10-year-old fingers. It's not going to happen. And the fact that he can beat up Dick Grayson is stupid. It's a horrible movie. And it's only overshadowed by the abomination that is Batman versus Robin, which is another horrible one. And then the newest one, which is Justice League versus, Teen Titans, which was very mediocre. It was fun. We saw Trigon for about 30 seconds before typical bad writing kicked in and he was defeated. Instantly. Gone. Done. Raven, she did it all by herself pretty much with minor help from everybody else. A good pep up from Damian, the kid that doesn't want any friends, stood up and gave her the pep talk she needed so that she could save the day. It was garbage. It really sucked. I was so stoked for this movie. We've never really got to see a lot of Trigon unless you read the comics, and I didn't really get into that whole segment. I like the Raven from the original Teen Titans. I always thought she was really good. I thought Star Sapphire was very... They made her... They gave her clothing in situations that was supposed to be sexy, I guess. But because of whatever situation, the animation didn't reflect on how much she had grown up or anything. It was lazy animation. And overall, it was a bad, shitty movie. If you want a great Batman animated movie, I strongly suggest you go check out Batman Assault on Arkham. That is probably the best animated Batman there is. And I enjoyed it a lot. As far as The Killing Joke, I don't know if it's going to take place either Assault on Arkham, which is for me a 10 out of 10 movie. No joke, 10 out of 10. It's just interesting. It's fun to watch. Has one of the best Harley Quinns in animation as well. And so will The Killing Joke, one of the most controversial things that DC's ever put out, supposedly, will it be on the level of Assault on Arkham, or will it be on the level of Batman versus Robin? I don't know. The chin did kind of bother me, but it was the typical. It did have. It reminded me a lot of a mix between the animated series Batman, as far as that Joker, and oh god, I can't remember what it was. It was, I believe it was Justice League versus, or was it in Young Justice? It might have been in Young Justice. If anybody's ever watched that, that's a great TV show. Season 2. I mean, you gotta watch Season 1, but it's for kids. It sucks. Season 2, they're growing up. It's a lot better. But they fight, I think in Season 1, the Legion of Doom, or someone like it, and it had the Joker in it. And it wasn't by Mark Hamill. It wasn't by anything like that. And the guy did a good job, but he looked weird. He just visually was a weird-looking Joker. And it looks a mix between the Young Justice Joker and the animated series Joker. They polymerization, fingers, whatever, DBZ, Fusion Ha, and it came out to whatever Gohan bullshit hair with the little curly Q in front. And I really don't know what to make of this. I have a feeling it's going to start out really good and it's going to end really disappointingly. I don't know. That's where I'm going to end it, though. Jesus Christ. That was just the worst. I'll see you guys on whatever I'm doing next. If you want to discuss on your hopes and your dreams about The Killing Joke, you can always leave a comment down below. Love to see and love to hear it. And if you want to like, subscribe, or share, you can do that if you plan on sticking around. it's all good. If not, I'll see you when I see you. My name is Azrael, and I'll see you on whatever I'm doing next. Later.